Hey guys, another system crash. I love PCs. I love Windows, it's so good.
It's because you asked for it to not update.
It's getting revenge.
Hello, guys.
With Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Knuckles. Brayo, Razo Ghul, Relude, my shadow chatting posse.
I hope everyone's having a good day. You saw the turtle video, Ian Kid? That's fun. Stream is still slightly laggy for me. Not sure if that's helpful. Sorry. Okay. I wasn't sure either. But stop. Nirvana. Hi, Quiet. Hi, JD Salinger. Hello, Mystic Knight. Sandwich Man. Bregasaur. Hello. Hello, Star Kitsune. Ethan X. Lay, how's it going? Hi.
My name is Abraham, but in Portuguese.
Oh.
Interesting.
Sorry, puppy. Did terrible. Yes, of course, I noticed the little helmet on the first turtle. And the sword taped to its back. It did look like the tape was fine though. It looked like it would hurt the turtle to take it off. Check the Twitters if you want to see giant turtles.
Give people some time to show up.
Hello, Dennis. Uh-oh.
No, it's moving. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay, back there.
Yeah, it's moving.
Okay.
I think just this is like... Okay, excellent connection. No live dot, though.
Skip ahead to live?
What the hell? You have to... Why would it stop there? I never stopped it. Anyways.
Whoa, seriously? Wow. That is long, eh?
What?
In the YouTubes?
When I say ping, you guys say pong. 3, 2, 1, ping. It's no different from any other day, though. Yeah, it's pretty much what you get on YouTube.
Cyberman! Sandwich Man. The men. The kid got it right.
All right.
That's okay, Miss Stickman. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Here we go. Hey buddies, welcome to episode 12 of Disco Elysium. Heading back into the world of it's Ravishal. What's the world's name? Does the world have a name? Did they say Earth at any point? And our character has this amazing new outfit.
Oh, God, yeah.
On the last episode, oh my God, we haven't turned the page over the next, we have turned the page over the next day. We're waiting until 10 o'clock to call the library And then we'll finally turn in, like, we'll go notify the working class woman about her working class husband's death.
Right.
We checked a bunch of traps and got the cryptozoologist to come back to his wife.
Yeah.
I have yet to, did I want to do that? I haven't. I have to redo my dialogue with these guys because I reset it because I didn't like where it was going with the Kuno thing.
Right.
But Radladdie says that I need to kind of go down this route if I want to finish this quest. I have to basically have my character call Kuno a delinquent. It's too bad because, yeah, the game usually gives you routes that make sense for your character.
I'm ever so grateful to you, officer.
We have to listen to
But
this
I'm
voice
not
again.
the only one who wants to thank you.
You know, it's nods towards Lena. I'll talk to her then.
Can I help you?
And I'm not giving Garte the bird.
No, screw him.
We were able to convince him to let us do karaoke without having to give over that bird.
Got the 20 real?
No.
Then why are you wasting my time?
Goodbye. What should I guess I'll do, before I get started, this should be a habit, is checking
Yeah,
on
go
white
call.
checks.
Yeah, go back. And then, nope.
Nani.
Map.
There we go. Payphone interfacing. I can go back, try the payphone again for some reason. That's interesting. I wonder why.
Oh.
I don't think I upped my interfacing in any way, but
Maybe
it's
it
a
was a
white check
conversation.
now. Maybe you'd get to a conversation. All right, I'm gonna head over then
Okay.
to the payphone.
It is 9:41 a.m.
This might be a good time for fast travel. I haven't done that yet. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, you have to be around, I think, the other fast travel point. Is this true? I don't know where any of the fast
You
travels
have to
are.
at least be outdoors.
Yeah,
you
you
have
have to be near a fast travel spot.
How do I know where those are? Wow.
So if you go right out in front of the whirling, you should be fine.
Okay. And then what? Oh, travel here. It says it on there. Oh, but it.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. One of the things I want to do is eventually get into that church and see what is up with the what's going on in there. But first things first.
Thank you, guys. Quick stop
There's
Nirvana
still
Mystic
some
Night.
unused
I've got my
change in
interfacing
there.
gloves on.
The machine waits for a number to be dialed.
Sorry, cop. White morning. Oh, the white morning. The fact that I passed out.
Oh,
Is there any other interfacing things? It's always just the gloves.
I think so, yeah.
All right, so this feels like an important phone call. Is there anything else I want to wear?
You know they can't see you on the other side, right?
Yeah, but I need to give myself confidence.
I know.
Do I want logic? Do I want conceptualization, or like lower my authority and put up my drama by putting on my fuck the world jacket? Or is this the esprit de corps? I don't need esprit de corps, that's for sure. I don't even know why I was wearing that. Is that what I was wearing?
We need a visual calculus for something.
I'm gonna put up, I think what I've been wearing is this for drama and electrochemistry, making me hornier.
Ah, freeze? It did.
Just the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, some sort of Windows update lately has really thrown what was a solid system for a good half year into a... This happened like 2 years ago, where I was constantly plagued with this. And I didn't know, I never got to the bottom of it.
Oh, dear.
Presumably it fixed itself with some Windows update, and then it's broken again with some Windows update. I'm going to look into those methods in which... Oh, you guys might not know if you're watching a recorded stream. We had a 2 shows in a row now, complete system crash as soon as starting the show. Which happened a few times. There was like a couple weeks where we had that issue over and over again with streams 2 years ago-ish, near when I got the AMD PC.
Yeah.
And then it just fixed out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Just fixed. So, like probably a Windows incremental update or something both fixes it and breaks it, and I'm going to look into ways to hack. You can there's ways, probably with some like regedits or something, command line stuff, to force Windows to never, ever, ever update again. And I'm gonna try. It looks involved, but I'm gonna try to do it. But not now, because it's not stable. I'm gonna have to wait for a new Windows update until it works again. Anyways, all right. Important phone call. Composure? Nah. Drama.
Empathy.
What are these boots I'm wearing? Where?
Do we want more empathy?
I think I have
The sunglasses?
almost everything that gives me. I've been going with the encyclopedia for like the stats boosts and stuff. But yeah, maybe empathy for this moment might make sense.
We're at +2 empathy right now.
Logic down, but I'd rather have empathy, I think, here. Interesting.
Oh yeah, our ledger has stats now too. That's weird, having to go to like tools or whatever. We're already holding it.
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
I feel like this is a super important phone call.
You look really good.
There's
So-
still some unused change in there.
If you guys
Machine
didn't see the
waits
first
for
time
a
I
number to
encountered
be
this
dialed.
telephone, I dialed random numbers, but perhaps not random because maybe muscle memory is still within our character.
We closed our eyes and just dialed.
Yeah, just dialed. And what happened when we first dialed this number?
I think it
And
just
it
rang,
failed.
didn't it?
Okay,
Is that what
so
happened?
nothing happened, but this
Yeah.
time maybe the muscle memory is going to call our ex-wife.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number, then move one up and repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Keep trying. Wait,
What did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state. 005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Grad Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next 2 digits you dial are the area code for the city
I
of
love how
Novo.
useless encyclopedia is.
Yeah, right?
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling. Yes.
There's more?
451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones, calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Kim, I need help. Or volition, impossible, hang it up. I don't want to hang it up. Volition being willpower.
And this is a red check, so we can only do it once.
Are we about to die? Is this similar to the white
Feel like it, right?
Kim?
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
I mean, I don't want to hang it up. I want to let it call.
Calling, 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 calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Oh, our character's like, he moved. His back hunched more. Hello, I want to die. Who is this? I can't tell you who I am. I have a secret plan to win mankind 3,000 years of peace on this planet. I have to be ominously vague. Your voice is so beautiful.
Oh.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
Hello. She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you, to make it possible to live. In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle.
Oh no.
Oh.
Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing.
Don't react.
It doesn't matter if you react or not, you still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
I don't want to say this,
No.
but we don't get to keep going.
Yeah, so it kind of feels like... Oh, man.
It's weird that she said it's you, isn't it? And then said, who is this?
Yeah, right? Proceed? Like... Or do you want to just...
I guess this is just so weird. I don't understand, but it says proceed. I don't want to end this,
And you don't want to say I want to
and
die.
I don't want to say this.
Let's proceed.
All right.
You're not ominous, Harry. You're drunk.
Oh, she does know it's us.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Okay. So it's just weird that we had to proceed with such an odd thing. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a route for something else.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just doing this too early in the game. Harry, how do you know my name? Harry, who's Harry? Are you sleeping with him? Also, I'm also Harry. I'm not drunk. Okay, I'm drunk. What does it matter? I'm still me. I'm not drunk, I'm high. I'm not drunk or high, I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you? Poor sorry cop.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Their silence is heavy as tin, white noise howls. Ooh, are you there? I guess say nothing.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Want party?
Should I say this? I want you to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me. In order to get across to her how dire our situation is at this point.
Maybe. Don't want to say
I am the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man. I want to go down the funny route, but this feels... I'm pretty invested in this guy's poor backstory.
Yeah. I think 2 is like the best option.
Who am I?
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
We only have 1 health point left and 4 in morale, 7 backup.
Yeah.
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Where are you going in 2 hours? Oh, my heart hurts. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Shit, are we gonna die?
Might as well say it.
Oh no. Please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
Where are you going in 2 hours?
Yeah.
Why? Why do we...
Because she said I have to be up in 2 hours.
Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
No response.
Ow.
Only a
Ow.
sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper.
Hang up, I guess.
You don't want to say you're in Morova?
Alright.
Yes, I'm in Morova. Sleeping.
I mean, this is actually kind of gets across to her how bad things are for us.
She does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it.
Oh.
Can you help me solve it? I need to solve it. They won't take me back if I don't.
It's gonna hurt her morale probably, but that's okay.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Did you see him?
Yeah, he slammed it down. Poor Harry. Maybe later. We'll dial it again. Poor Harry.
Yes?
Nothing.
Nothing, Cam. Just most polite nothings. Nothing.
Is there anything I want to check around this area? These guys are back
Oh my god, this poor kid.
every day for the last week. All day.
Hello. Isn't this a fine...
No. Oh god. Come on, kid, we're solving a murder.
Alright, I might,
It's almost 10 o'clock, so we could call the library, like make some of those phone calls now.
yeah, I might do that.
Yeah, Cyberman. My mom always talks about how they only had to dial 4 numbers back in the day. My their farmhouses
Hello again.
had the joint lines with other houses.
Party lines.
Party lines, that's what they were called. Yeah.
Ours was with our neighbor. Luckily,
You guys
he never
had a
used the
party
phone.
line?
Yeah, for a while.
Wow.
Not. Eventually, we got rid of it close to when we got the internet. I mean, there was no choice, right?
Yeah.
Neighbor can't use the phone while you're on
my
the internet.
God.
Could you imagine? Oh my god. The shit you guys,
Yeah,
young people
you
don't know.
Friggin' lucky
We had to
buds.
dial into the.
Yeah.
What?
And nobody could call us.
While you were on the internet.
Scruffy-haired little boy.
What? That sucked, man.
It was ancient times. It was the olden days.
And I remember not really registering how important that was because my mom was a nurse, so the ICU had to be able
Waves
to
are
call
beginning
her
to
if they
die
needed
down.
her. And she was
These
always like,
little
don't stay on
bastards.
the internet for too long.
Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
This is new. I wonder what she's speaking. Oh, to the waves.
Yeah.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
Interesting. What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen?
She tilts
We
her
need to
head.
be out there with them. fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Well, that's it for now. I want to put on my Oh, I can level up. I'm going to put on my encyclopedia goggles. Where'd they go? Oh, these ones. Egghead goggles. And then my boots. Composure up versus Oh, I like the perception up. So that's why I have those boots on. What do you think the stats bonuses are on those $50 shoes? We are so close.
Oh my god. I never even thought about that. I was just
Yeah.
like, Fraser and shoes.
Can you imagine?
Can you go in that little...
I think I have.
And
But
there's
first
nothing
I just
in
have a chore to do.
The
Everything.
scruffy-haired little boy.
Children
kicks
is
the stone.
stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
High five, kid. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah, our phone numbers in Ontario were 7 digits for as long as I can remember. Like, it recently in the last 10, 15 years changed to...
Don't call.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't call her.
Don't call Abigail. Hey, wake up.
There's no waking him from his stupor. His mind is elsewhere.
You didn't know it was 10 digits now?
No.
Tequila Sunset.
Brought you some booze, tell me your name. You don't want to know his name?
Oh, yeah.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
What booze are we supposed to give him?
Tequila Sunset.
Any booze we have besides the real special stuff?
Maybe. Alright, I'm just gonna do this.
Of course. Drink first, story later.
Potent Pilsner, Commodore Red. The blue medicinal spirit we think is special. I don't have any on me right now, or I don't want to give you any alcohol. I'm not an enabler. I've got this Potent Pilsner. Is that special though?
I don't know.
I can't look at my inventory right now. I don't have any on me right now.
Then I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple, my good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
All kinds, sir.
Do I want to like keep the Potent Pilsner or...
Pilsner or red would be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where is that? This was weird. What the heck? Ah. The Commodore Red. Yeah, either one. I think these are just consumables that don't matter. Alright.
Tequila Sun. Of course. Drink first, story later. Not much, but it will do.
He uncorks it immediately.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
Don't feed him more booze.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency.
Oh, like, is it that one?
When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
How many people worked for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Did jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants. Yuck. What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard.
There's a trace of derision in his voice.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet because I got feline reflexes.
I don't think Sword Pop would
Say nothing.
that. Yeah.
Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
What happened next?
I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully. Where can I acquire these goods you are selling?
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day.
What?
And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control.
That
I
escalates.
haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going.
Damn, dude.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale.
Wait, that's it? I
What do
feel
you
like there's some
think?
steps missing.
Like
Yeah.
nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I've only been a Hobocop for a few days now, but it doesn't seem so bad. Look, on the bright side, you've got one hell of a story. You do realize that this is your own fault? I literally can't believe it. Wait, it feels like there's some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
I've only been a Hobocop for a few days. Doesn't seem so
The
bad.
hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too. But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Maybe it's the one we stole.
Or wait, which one was it?
It was covered in shit. It's the one that
And then
was
we
like
washed it. And then what did it
black
become?
and white.
What did it become?
Black and white.
But what is it? What are
Like
the
what stats?
And
Oh,
what was
okay.
it called? I
I don't
forget exactly. What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man.
It takes a long
The
melancholic
Boom
sip.
Boom Room.
The Boom Boom Room.
Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
Beautiful.
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Cool Nara has it there.
Half light up, always hot. Oh, that one, yeah.
+1 pain threshold, element proof, -1 drama.
I like
Sweat like
that
a
one.
pig. Thank you.
All right. He looks towards the bay.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art, it's just cynical wankery.
Ooh, I love wankery.
That's so high concept. I have no idea what it means. Man, mixing high and low commodifying culture, that's extremely my shit. Right, okay, never mind that I asked. It's so high concept, I have no idea what it means.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Until I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
What's with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
It's covered in shit, you said.
Extends his arm.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Takes another sip.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
Might as well do one of these.
We have 3 more.
Randomized trials have also found lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant
Oh,
cancers.
Lord.
So you also have that to look forward to.
Ow.
And then there's the smell.
Oh.
But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila, you want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
A gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
They call him Abs for Don't Call Abigail. Is this about the lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve
I
the
think I already
case of the
saved it.
missing
There's-
jacket.
solved it.
What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket that I found and discovered on the boardwalk that had cleaned and had cleaned on a whim? Oh my god, I love that they wrote that. Wow. He examines it for a moment and looks for a look of consternation in his brow.
Nah, this isn't it.
What?
Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
So you're saying there's another lost jacket out there somewhere? Come on, man. This is your jacket. You just don't remember it. I'll go with one.
Yeah.
It's a big world out there, Tequila. A lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
I lost a jacket that I loved. It was like this one, but better.
I think about it twice a week. This fucking jacket we lost. We know where we lost it. We lost it at the Canby in Vancouver.
You think about how we're in a
ago.
country now where that would never happen?
No, I think about it twice a week because there's a school uniform.
That looks like it?
Yeah, for the school that I passed, their track uniforms are like the red, but it only has one stripe down the sleeve instead of two. And it looks like the same material.
Same material, like stiff, but
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
And I
I've
always,
never found a jacket like it.
I always think about like, man, if I could get one of those kids' jackets, Fraser would be pretty happy.
Take one.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Cool Nurse says, I once lost a hat in a bus. Weeks later, I saw the bus ticket lady wearing my hat. No! She took it. That's crazy.
Ah, shit.
I mean, yeah, it's so annoying because I know that I just left it at this bar and came back the next day, like bright and early in the morning. There's like, and it just wasn't there. Somebody just took it home with them. Name things that would never happen in Japan.
Yeah.
We also lost a phone in Japan. We lost your phone, just disappeared forever. We know exactly where it was. It was
No,
at a,
in Vancouver.
yeah. I
You
mean,
said
sorry.
Japan.
Yeah, we lost it in Vancouver at a place that wasn't even like well patroned. It was kind of like dead at the place we went to. Mm-hmm. We know we definitely left it there. Went called around. It's gone. It's gone. Like somebody, one of the few people who were there, stole it
Yep.
and decided just to keep it. An iPhone. I don't even know if like. I mean, I think this was an iPhone before the ability to wipe them from a distance and render them useless.
Where were we? I like barely remember this story.
It was right before Ben left to go back to Ontario. It was way back.
Wow.
In a way.
Fraser lost his phone 3 times in Japan.
In Japan and got it back every time.
You did lose your phone 1 time in Vancouver and we got it back.
Where, oh,
Outside
that wasn't
of
a
our
phone.
house.
That was an iPod Touch that was only worth like $150. Which is still the honesty of the guy who walked by and just like saw it in front of the house and then emailed me based on the info he saw on the iPad.
Yeah.
I mean, on the
Well, it
iPod.
had a connection to Facebook and he found out that you had mutual friends and he messaged you on Facebook.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That was nice. It did. Yeah, not all bad in
Yeah,
Vancouver,
yeah.
but you're way more likely to lose the thing you lost forever in Vancouver than you are in Japan. That's all I'm saying. All right. Hey, Doom Spiral, ain't that the jacket you stole the other week? What?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket someday.
So it says, task complete, find Idiot Doom Spiral's jacket. So it probably is his. He's just being...
Yeah.
Only 10 experience for that quest, though.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
Lieutenant shrugs. You think it's nice? You can have it.
What?
I want to hear the story of your name again.
What's in a name?
He looks up to the sky, pondering the question, turns back
Hey,
to you.
Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
Shut up,
I don't
guys.
like that sound.
I'm telling a story here.
Somebody,
Something happened to you.
please help that man.
Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, I was once a reasonably high net worth
Okay, I've heard
individual.
enough.
So you don't want to just
Have any
hear
more
the same
stories?
story again? I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low.
There's Commodore
If you
Red.
catch my drift? Classy.
Snatches the bottle, pushes the cord. Does each different
That's hilarious.
booze have a different
Story.
story?
Classy. He pushes the cork through the bottleneck.
The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez.
As the
That
bottle
said,
sips.
I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Are you telling the story of the headless?
Hey?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Hett is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides.
He looks up the skies, searching for peace himself.
What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
A horse?
Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man...
The pause is long and dramatic.
with no head on his shoulders, wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
Whoa.
That's super spooky.
Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Hett had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones.
Takes a sip from the bottle.
Gertrude Hett may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file. But please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de Ponte and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Two women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless found rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
What'd the case file say? Ask him.
Naturally, Ula De Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless found rider and that she ran fearing for her life.
He adjusts his glasses.
During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Yikes.
Kim,
Yeah.
we don't need these details.
Jesus, Kim.
Not a pretty scene.
No.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed.
Takes a hearty swig from his bottle.
Anyway, that's the story of the headless fowl rider.
Who was he before?
Pretty crazy, huh?
I didn't get any of this from Kim because he wasn't with me. Neat.
That's nothing. I've got an even crazier story. I've already seen some weird shit on this case. Headless jockey in tracksuit fits right in. Who was the headless rider before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost found cap, plotting revenge.
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline. Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
Oh my god.
Oh.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
I've got a hunch that it was an undercover cop. I'd want revenge too. I bet he was the jockey. He seems super committed to his sport. I gotta agree, your theory sounds the most plausible.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right.
Oh my
Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
That's nothing. I got an even crazier story.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that.
What about the Code de Madakwa, magical self-replicating sound? The gnome of Jeroma dissolves its victims with acid. The giant of Coco Nur is big as a mountain. I guess I'm an expert on Code de Madakwa.
Yeah.
I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though. Yeah?
What about the gnome of
Why don't we go
Jeroma?
eat shit? Acid gnomes? Sounds like a stupid, low-concept band name. Yeah?
What about
Why
the
don't
giant
you
of
go eat
Coco?
shit to giants? That the best you got? Give me a break.
Aw.
Yeah?
I got
Why
nothing.
don't... Damn right it doesn't. So why don't you just shut up and leave it to the master?
I've already seen some weird shit on this case. A headless jockey in a tracksuit fits right in.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated.
Alright, I gotta scale this tree.
Well, some say
O headless.
There's a
others
lot of
personal
options in here.
coincidence.
For some reason, this does strike you as
I
the
bet
most
he was a
plausible
jockey
theory
that
of
was
them all.
super committed to his sport.
That explains the horse part for sure. Don't know why he'd be wearing a tracksuit, though. Seems like a stretch, if you ask me. Anyway, to each his own. Well, some
Oh,
Just in
others
case, you
claim
know.
personal coincidence.
For some reason, this does strike you
Maybe
as the
he's
most
an undercover
plausible
cop.
theory of them all.
That would explain the tracksuit and his need for revenge. Not sure how the horse fits in, though. I don't know. I don't buy it.
He shrugs.
Anyway,
The
some
voice acting.
others claim personal
natural.
coincidentally.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
None of those sound plausible.
Like you could do better, Tequila. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
Okay. What became of them?
No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He makes a spooky gesture.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Kim!
Thank you, Kim.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
I'd like to listen to the tale of the Headless Fallen Rider again.
The tale, there are many variations.
Are you telling...
Shut the...
The streets in the harbors.
Our herald, what she doesn't know is that her peace
here we
is
go.
about to be shattered. From behind
giant
her
of Coco
comes
and her?
the what? No, I told you this is a Martinez legend. It's a man
The pause.
with no head on his shoulders.
Whoa.
Woe is right, my friend.
Tell him about the...
Fuck, What?
I read the...
Right. The wind...
Two women.
Maybe
The
this
women
time I'll
are
let him
close.
finish.
When she's... But their Ula... Her body is
What happened to
never
Ula de
recovered.
Ponte?
Word on the street is that she... You know...
Makes a finger pistol with his right hand and lifts it up to his chin.
Gave herself facial deconstruction surgery. Real grisly stuff.
That part, at least more or less, corresponds to the case file.
See? Told you.
And takes a long, satisfying sip.
Anyway, that's the story of
Well,
the Headless
that's probably all
Fallen
there is to
Rider.
that.
No one knows.
He won't.
Aye. I saw
Any
him
more
one
urban
night when
myths?
I...
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all.
Uh-oh.
Do you have
We don't
anything
have
to
any
fortify
booze.
old Doom Spiral?
You're really
Tell me
bleeding
you
me
got
dry
some
here.
story
I don't want to
tips.
give you any more.
Yeah.
It's very hard to tell a story when one's mouth is dry.
Sorry to be a buzzkill earlier.
Okay, let's step aside for a second.
I have something I want to talk to you about, he said.
I'm gonna just quickly... Ooh, oh. Interesting.
We should save.
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style. It's, well, a little eclectic, don't you think? How would you even describe what you're wearing?
Eclectic
It's amazing.
is for pop music with indigenous percussion. You're a sartorial maverick.
Regular core? Yeah.
Hobo chic is pretty great, too.
Formal apologetic. I like both. This reinforces sorry got though, so I'll go with this.
Okay.
Well, I can't say it doesn't fit you. Still, you might try branching out a little. You know the expression, the clothes make the man. The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Hello, G-Evolution. You look like maybe first time here.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Still... Okay. Okay, Nod, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
Aw.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
So what's he really saying here?
Are we being insensitive?
Is he trying to tell us about the... I think he's... Is this, like, specific to what we just did? He's, like, trying to hint, like, the right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world? Or is he just trying to tell us a general thing about the game, in a way?
Yeah.
Like, wearing the right thing? Is he telling us, like, how, you know, stats? Or is he telling us that, like, some dialogue options might not be open unless you're wearing a certain thing or something?
Oh, it's just E. Dennis using Discord.
I don't...
Tequila Sunset.
Can I just buy a bottle of booze?
Yeah.
The legend! He's
yeah.
back.
Pilsner?
Yeah.
And
$1.50.
bottoms up, Captain.
Oh, wait. He might be
Tequila
hinting at wearing a full
Sunset.
fawn outfit.
You think? Possible. I've been thinking about collecting the whole fawn outfit anyways. But first...
I do wonder.
Sorry for being a buzzkill.
Wonderful.
Well, let me give him that beer.
Oh, snap.
It has to be special.
Something
Will
different.
we find another one? than this. I don't want to give up the medicinal spirit. It's very
very
special,
hard to
and it's
tell
worth a
stories.
lot, right?
Yeah.
How much is it worth? I mean, we bought it for 3 real after it was
it's
supposed to be
7.
300,
Yeah.
and I think it can be sold for. I think it can be sold for 13, maybe even.
You can check, can't you?
I should level up something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. You should save.
Oh, okay.
Just, you know, in case something happens. So we only have 1 health right now and no
Yeah.
backups.
Yeah.
A little scary. You can put on your rain jacket, which would help with that.
I have another jacket that gives me extra health too. Actually, I think it's the Fallen jacket that I just washed gives me extra. If you look at, it's this one. Oh, that's just pain threshold, not endurance.
You will not find another.
What? Oh, you have to give him the blue stuff?
The blue stuff does have some purpose you might do.
This is tough. I think I'm gonna wait until the tie tells me it's time, and then I turn the tie down to see what that's like, and then I go give him the booze.
Okay.
Once I've decided I don't want it. Because
And we can also try to get the whole Fallen
Yes.
outfit. I think right now we're missing like the hat. No, we have the
Have
hat,
the hat.
and the
I need the
jacket,
pants
yeah.
and potentially shoes. The Fallen sneakers. What's $50?
I don't think it defined what brand it is.
Did it not?
Sweet guys.
Huh.
Unless I just totally ignored it, which is very possible.
We'll go check in with the girl real quick. Who knows what's
Pants.
changed?
Yeah.
Well, there's no, rush.
Right.
Hello, mister.
Hello, mister.
Bye.
That girl's hobby sucks.
Sitting inside and humming, holding a teddy bear.
Humming to the doll or teddy bear.
Yep. Any more white checks we could do?
I think that's it, unless something. Oh, leveling up. It's so easy to get distracted.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Is there any thoughts I want to internalize? I think still no.
People are saying maybe save it in case a new good thought comes up.
I was thinking about this, right? Learning about the armor.
Right. She's humming the music from the game?
Oh, really?
That's cool. I didn't notice
Oh,
that.
the White Morning. Yeah, we have to internalize this.
Okay.
So, might as well now. White Morning. It'll take 5 hours.
-1 authority.
Okay, I'm gonna make the phone call now to the library as I make my way slowly back. Is there anything about this shack? Like, I don't feel like we got to the bottom of this shack.
The
'Cause it
tent?
had a thing.
Oh, this, the chair.
Yeah, the chair, and we couldn't. Something, maybe it's perception still needed or something to understand what's happening in this room.
Yeah.
Maybe it's conceptualization or visual calculus. But yeah, it seems
Oh,
like
we
we can't do
sit on
anything
the
right
chair?
now. No.
Even?
There's certainly something going on in here, and whatever it is we have isn't doing it. It could be concept, it could be visual calculus that needs to be higher, it could be just straight up more perception, which we don't have a huge amount of. I mean, we do have a decent amount of it. We have 5.
Yeah.
1 point is in it, but we have enough bonuses to give us a whole bunch more. The Cold of Madakwa gave us 2 extra, or 3. I think Cold of Madakwa gave us 3. Yeah, bonus from thoughts plus
Right.
3. That's huge. That's so big. If you're not in that build already as a character, and maybe even still huge if you're in that build and want to go even further. Is there other stuff around? I don't think so. Traps. Can you check the traps multiple times for any reason?
You've checked all the traps now. There's nothing else to do with them.
Gotta turn in our report to him.
Right.
And what was the reason? Yeah, so the reason we like stopped and reloaded is because he made us kind of like sell out Kuno.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to cover for Kuno immediately, and I thought that that's what the game would let us do. I don't think I'll make a trip to him yet.
We don't want to look in the mirror again, I don't think.
If he really wants to save the economy, you find your hat, the box,
Economical, but also...
the speak. You should go over and ask him about paying for those
So
sneakers.
close.
Oh, they are found.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm on board.
Stylish shades, huh? Those UV stickers are almost certain.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design.
Okay. Time to call the library.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Radio, please.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Jamrock Public Library, please.
Yeah.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for any information that you can give me on Billy Majane. A reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
No, I said Majine.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Okay. I'm not really that good with addresses. It's kind of funny.
Maybe you can write it down? It's Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says.
Interesting. More than I expected from this. Do you have any information on Billy Majine?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know who that someone... Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Here's some from someone answered from afar.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
So Majane, so he wasn't suicidal, that's for sure. Like he was looking forward to things. Good, you have a name. So Billy Majine is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that it was her husband? Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. What was he wearing? Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Goodbye. The librarian hangs it up with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
Oh, Billy.
So you think because, like, do you think that if we get a full set of any clothing, it will impress?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its
Kim?
graffito and bullet holes in the front. The
I
box
was hoping
seems
that would
happy.
give us some healing each day. So we had to. It looks like that had to happen if we wanted to turn it into her. Huh. Interesting. Here we go then.
Are you even looking for care anymore?
Oh shit. Yeah, I haven't been. Oh, you have to have the bag in your hand, don't you? I think you do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't been.
I mean, it's fine, just it's basically a top priority as a hobo cop.
I'm a little upset that there hasn't been more available.
Yeah. So we did that one red check on the phone, but it didn't say whether it was successful or not. It just proceeded.
I didn't try it.
Oh, you didn't
It was to hang
try
up
it.
before even going forward.
Oh, okay.
We could probably try that again. I don't know how hanging up. It's so odd that hanging up is a red check. As though, like, is it because that may be indicative of, like, some progress for our
Hanging
character
up
in letting
wasn't
go?
the red check. It was the one above it that was the red check, and then it was hang up was the other option.
The 3% chance was hanging up. It said hang up. It was
Okay,
ringing.
Maybe I
And it was like
looking
either
at it wrong.
3% check and hang up, or
Okay. Yeah, they confirmed.
yeah. And I feel like the reason for that is like it's a maybe a watermark for his progress of letting go. That's my guess. And maybe it's something we want to try much later.
Okay.
The air stinks of something sour because we have more perception. What are you doing? I was just coming back to see if I notice anything new about this drunk's room.
It stinks.
Every day I feel like I smell something new, don't you, Kim? We gotta smell everything. Stop that.
Okay, first of all, focus.
Why? What?
Because you've already been there. Does she have
Is it
anything to
this
say
room?
about Billy?
Let's see. Good
Give
call.
me a moment.
I'm looking for Billy Magine. Do you know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's
knows.
always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Balcony. Yeah, you were getting scared, so your volition was like, you should hang up. It's so weird that it's a red check. It makes me wonder, yeah, I really, I'm gonna try it later.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Piss fag and fuck
Say
the
it
world.
like foot.
Piss frig. Piss frig.
Piss foot. Because that's all we've seen.
Uh-huh. And fuck the world, send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
What?
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
Yeah, what did the voice actor say? Flow bear? So weird. They seem to hold you in high esteem. I think they're afraid of you. Maybe it's just skull solidarity. Maybe they're sending. I made up. They're sending their best part. I didn't talk, but I did talk to them. I think they're afraid of you.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are cool. Can I be a skull?
Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
Oh.
But I really want to be a skull.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency.
She wants anarchy.
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens. I don't believe...
With a bemusement in her voice,
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right fat chance. But you can still do your part to
Okay, then how's
revitalize
that?
the neighborhood.
she throws you.
Have
Same
you?
thing.
This place is a sepulchre. I don't believe...
With a bemusement in her voice,
They seem
doesn't
to hold
fully
you in high
mask
esteem.
genuine.
There'll never be skulls, but thank you for passing on the message. I don't believe...
With a bemusement
What
in her
about
voice, doesn't
maybe it's
fully
just skull
mask
solidarity?
genuine.
There'll never
Ah.
be skulls. Thank you for passing on the
Wait.
message. I don't...
With a bemusement in her voice,
I
doesn't
made it
fully
up.
I made it
mask
up. It's something their best part, but I did talk to them.
Figures. All of you are liars. They're such sweet boys, though, aren't they? My sweet, sweet wannabe skulls. They'll never be accepted, but their hearts are in the right place. Thank you for passing on the message. Now run along.
Will she react to my jacket? Huh?
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he
didn't put
receive
these on
it
yet.
upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous?
Yeah, a danger to myself. What am I doing? This is insane. Damn right I'm dangerous.
You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
I like to think this is the internal monologue of a lot of people who wear certain things. Go around. People who ride motorcycles that are extremely loud.
Yeah.
You know, they all give me dirty looks, but I know deep down they're totally impressed. I can tell that girl just creamed herself.
Ew.
Hello again, officers.
She doesn't
Have
really
you
notice.
come to a...
Should we save?
Yeah, sure. It's doing that slow zoom thing again.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, basically Kim was saying eclectic. Our outfit's eclectic. So he's saying like if we wore something that matches that all makes sense, maybe it'll unlock something with him. And or he may be saying that doing those matching sets will unlock situations or something. Particularly in that dude's situation, maybe the full film
Right.
might do something. We'll have to see. All right, so we're going to the room.
Apartment 20.
Is it down?
I think so, because
Which one's 20?
I think we have to go to the other side.
Oh, out there.
Yeah, so like go to the
Through the
balcony.
hall?
Where the other dude lives.
Yeah.
Because he's number what,
Right.
28?
Right. Near Kuno. Piss fart. That's actually a good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Piss farter.
Balcony.
Nani?
I feel like I'm being strict with you about
Yeah.
directions.
She's mean, guys.
You just, sometimes you wonder, which is good for this game.
Yeah.
So I should be easy on you, huh?
Guys, she's mean. Who
A
agrees?
weathered brown door. The number reads 20.
If you chanted,
Something
maybe I'd
smells
agree.
good.
Becky's mean.
Becky's mean.
Becky's. She loves a good chant. Something smells good. Soup de l'oignon.
Oh,
The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Don't knock! Just leave! You don't need this! You don't need to sad it up!
We've got enough ability to do this if it does make us sad.
Yeah, true.
Hold on, Kim. Should we discuss this before we move on? What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her? What if I don't want to do this, Kim? I don't want to do this. Let's turn around. Try to bail out. Do you have any advice?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
Kim, I don't want to do this.
We can't. Someone has to deliver the news. Let's go.
Hello, who is it? The voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door. Police? A moment, please. Give us a moment. You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously.
Aww.
There's fear in her voice.
She unlocks the door. Come in. The door's open. I just saved, didn't I?
So, but it's quick. Oh, kitty.
Empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. The same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Hello, detective, she says. Can they afford they can't afford curtains? Chalk-drawn height. Chart for children's growth over the years. Textbook for high school mathematics, trigonometry mostly. Clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. The ticking's making you anxious. Rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. Packages of humanitarian aid. Macaronis. Some leftovers kept warm on the stovetop. It smells like buckwheat and onions in here.
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smells nervously before a smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm all right.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops her eyes, trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Huh. So, tell her about the dead body requires impossible check on empathy. That's interesting. Kim being here gives you a +4, which helps a lot. Identifying the library card, the lieutenant's handkerchief that he gave us helps, and identifying the leather jacket helps. So how have you been?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more. Get comfortable around her.
I noticed you were cooking something.
People got to eat. What is this about? Why are you suddenly asking me about my cooking?
Uh-oh. It went down.
Interesting. That is awesome. Because I was about to say, like, I don't want to do this, but I have to.
Yeah.
You know? But this actually hurts your chances. That's awesome. It doesn't hurt our chances because we're maxed way past what we need.
Yeah.
So we'll just ask now. We'll tell her.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very... God, do I just say he's dead like that?
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word. No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry, but your husband, Victor Magine, was found dead on Martinet's boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband is dead. I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
Partner?
He calls her partner. Yeah, that's true. That's a first.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It's still too early to say, but at first glance it seemed he slipped in his head. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes. Yes. We don't know yet, but we'll let you know. Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Empathy doesn't want us to do that, so we won't.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say at this point, or it couldn't have been long as a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's hard to say at this point.
Yeah.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
Lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. She nods slowly and wipes away tears. Is there anyone who could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone that could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath. I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
The lieutenant nods at the woman, then looks back to you. His voice lowered. Poor sorry cop. Surprised that didn't hurt our morale.
Right?
I imagine if we failed the check, it would have hurt our morale quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oops.
You did well.
Thank you. Lieutenant says as soon as you left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. Nod. What now? I could have done more. Great. The case is closed then. Nod. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Kim is proud of us.
This door is made of metal, and no one asked.
Let's go.
He should be, because we did real good.
Still can't get that tear.
I know.
Goes back in. Billy, can I use... it's just there's bottles. Do you have a ladder?
Just like pop up on your balcony.
I know it's a bad time, but...
Or do you have any money?
Do you have money? She clearly doesn't have money.
Can't hurt to ask.
Poor Billy. I didn't go back in here, did I? Might be new things to perceive? No. Okay. Do we have tear? Did we pick up any? I feel like
Nope.
there's been nothing.
We have not. I think, in fact, we've gone twice with an empty bag. What's new in our book there? Or is it a glitch? Sometimes it glitches like that. Oh, it just says done.
Yeah.
A couple things are finished.
We still can't get into the greenhouse, eh?
No.
Or did we ever even try? It's not even possible to try. No. And then down here is...
Kuno's. Oh, we can't get into Kuno's little area anymore?
You can, you have to go around the other side.
Trying to sneak up on me again!
Right now our morale is 3 and we have 5 and we have 6 backup. And our other health is 1 of 2 with 0 backup.
Have we discussed how this girl, Kuno S, is basically Ben Dad's kid?
Yes, we have.
Okay, alright. Check in with her. Anything new?
You're back.
Looks like
Good.
no.
More lessons in basic reality. My favorite, a bird.
Huh?
A sphenicid. A flightless bird of the polar regions.
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing game. Of course.
Alright.
Ask me. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Bye-bye. Do you have any guesses to what's all at play here?
First of all, we can't check the garbage bin to get more morale. It only works one time.
Between Joyce and the man who visited us.
Nah. What do you think?
Not really. It does feel like something greater is happening. Somehow this lynching was very important.
I do not have thoughts on it yet.
Which is just such a noir thing. It was the water company.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
We haven't checked in with the old lady in a while.
That's true.
But what else do we want to do today? Realistically, we've turned into the quest that we've tried for 3 episodes to do.
Yeah, we did, and it was sad. We can do the church.
Yeah, we could do the
No.
church.
You caught me at an opportune.
Bye-bye. Yeah, sure. The only other thing I can think of that we haven't done is read our book.
Well, we can't do that now. We have no health.
No, not that book. I'm talking about our new Man of...
Meted.
Man from Heimdall
Heimdall.
book. Which passes time.
Break.
And we were gonna see, did we ever check it? It doesn't open up any new options with Measurehead. You can't offer the book or show them the book or anything like that. Though I wonder if reading it might give us some sort of new conversation option with them. Like if we studied more up on Heimdall, we would somehow be able to drop some sort of a thing in our conversation that would make him perk up, since he's a fan. Weird. I wonder if you can get through there eventually. It looks like there's stuff, right? I'm not missing anything. Am I like derpy to get through there, since that happens in this game? Anything new with the vehicle? Probably not, but...
Still there.
Hey, what's going on over there? Money!
This is it. The scene of the party.
Eh?
The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
You mean scene of the crime? What party?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
So we crashed our vehicle and then partied.
Whoa.
Like those drunks showed up and then we all like drank and I like became Tequila Sunrise and...
Wow.
Sure looks like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. What a weird thing to say. This is some kind of theater to them, a circus production.
Looks
by a great...
like the circus is in town.
Was this party against the law on the ice like this? It was probably a public danger. Looks like they had a great time laughing here.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
He doesn't want us to delve.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
55. So we're about $5 away from those shoes, which we'll eventually get.
Oh my god.
We could sell stuff.
Just a few encyclopedia checks.
Yeah. They think that it's the edge of the map.
What is that? Allez-vous, let's go. What's the N on the end? Allez-vous N.
Our tenant, please.
Head to the church then. Let's see what's in that church. And we haven't found, we need one of the white checks we want to do eventually is getting that tape down. And I think that's a high interfacing check. Getting the reel-to-reel tape down from that tree, which we think may contain beats to make the music more hardcore.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation
they gave us
appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. The carving on the door
Look at the door.
and the doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock.
Look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staples.
Open the padlock.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle
Ooh, that's
pops
satisfying
open.
sounding.
Let's go.
As you do, You hear the echo of the doomed commercial area, its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes.
Somehow this is connected to the doomed
A great
commercial
rush
area?
of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum.
Stop this screen from blinking at me. There we go.
In the heart of the city.
All right. What?
Maybe should we take a break before we get into the church?
Too late. Look at this. No breaks for an hour. I'll save. Becky needs a break.
Yeah, it's good to stretch your body. It's not
Always
like
pee in this one. Peeing all over the
you
place.
don't pee enough, maybe.
We'll be back, guys. Stick around. More Disco Elysium after this. All right, go ahead. We'll be back real quick, guys. Hello. My limbs hurt. Alright guys, let's get back to it. Hey guys, welcome back. What a thing to have in our chat. How's your rash? This show's gone weird directions that I never expected when I started it.
How'd you know about that?
Alright.
Are you feeling good though?
Yeah. Ooh, what do I notice? Strange stillness fills you with, as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that matters.
He did tweet it, yeah.
Grotesque wooden figure, it looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, this looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. I was just thinking about walking and running and how I never do this. And if you did this the entire game, would Kim, or for at least a certain amount of time, would Kim be happy with it? Because he does comment, he's commented multiple times how much I run.
Yeah.
The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Oh yeah, they were talking about this for some reason. Something, I don't know what this has to do with anything.
There's lots of them lying around.
Blackboard filled with complex equations. They look recent.
My entire first game, I didn't know you could run, and Kim still got mad at me. For running or for walking?
Oh, so it didn't matter?
But I assumed it was because I was erratic.
2 decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. How did you play the whole game?
Cool, Nara, the entire game?
That's
LOL.
crazy. That's very slow. You must have been so frustrated. With this giant... Wow, what's going on in here? A portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. Here's a radio station, or what do they call these? A radio
Relay?
computer. Radio computer, I think. Money.
Yoink.
Shoes.
Yoink.
Mesk Bangers.
Red.
What?
Snap. Oh.
Empathy.
Brogues.
Someone else's shoes. Mesk Bangers Red Brogues. These dapper snakeskin shoes have almost invisible white on white flower motif sewn on the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the church. Wow. That's sharp.
Damn, dude.
But we lose perception and we have more than enough empathy, so we gotta
That's
put
too
our
bad.
boots back on. The spider has spun a web around this wood-carved pillar. Cracked pane of glass, colorful. Mesk Banger's silk scarf.
But if you put that on, will it take off her tie?
Probably. Pain threshold up. Bangers don't cry. This huge red scarf is still dusty from lying in a church. A subtle red-on-red embroidery embellishes with a cocky rooster and a Mesk floral motif. Motives.
Ooh,
So
damn,
weird that
that
they say
would be
motives,
nice.
not motifs.
Yeah.
Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view.
Oh, that's pretty.
A figure on frost on the window depicting a deer.
I love the background music.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can or stomp your feet and clap your hands. Which one? Stomp my feet and clap my hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
So this place sucks up sound somehow. What's happening, Kim?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
It's like a noise-canceling church.
What?
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this. I can't hear shit. Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me, Kim.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Even Kim finds this eerie.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing. Hey, what if it's something paranatural? It's probably nothing, just our imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us. Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing.
Could be.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced. The lieutenant...
Can you hear anything?
I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached... Maybe the church was designed
What if it's something paranatural?
Please, detective. No.
The lieutenant...
Can you hear anything?
I
wonder why...
Maybe the church was designed
probably
this
nothing,
way
just our
to
imagination.
Maybe. Darkness often has that effect on people.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though. The lieutenant...
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the...
Maybe the church was designed this way.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real.
Activity,
Something
singing
odd is
and
happening.
dancing. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Interesting.
Red check, one try only.
What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon.
All right, here we
You
go.
can't move anymore.
It's a one chance. And our perception is pretty much as high as this character is going to get. I'm pretty sure. I don't even think we have glasses that can up the perception. Here we go.
It's too high.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Follow the shadow's movement. Blink.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
What the fuck?
The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
Say nothing, be quiet.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Not what I was expecting.
No.
That accent is Villalobos. a peninsula in Mesk, and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershaw.
Where's the canonical sense in money gained from knowing it's randomly money showing up in my pocket?
Knowledge
I wonder.
Power.
Yeah,
Power
I understand
brings
experience getting, but money I don't understand. Who's showing up and flipping me
Here
a coin?
you go.
Whoa, you know a lot. I'm the guy that rewards. It's Alex Trebek shows up. Well played. The right place for what?
Here you could receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. It's been getting out of hand lately. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh, hell no! Run away.
Run away. I guess I have a bit of a problem.
Está crudo, güey. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Great, more patronizing. Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Yeah.
How do you know what I'm feeling? Actually, I'm actually here on behalf of some young people who look to establish a nightclub. I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there. Adjust your tie. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, I just wouldn't be me. This is stupid. I don't even know what this is. That's all well and good, but I need to talk about my unlicensed occupation of a ecclesiastic property. I forget what I don't know what this.
Ecclesiastic?
Yeah, I think this is like the savoir-faire route. I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger,
reality.
Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? 'Tis not an act, my liege. Saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
You must be the crab man. Some raiders want you to turn this place into a nightclub. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point to the strange machines around you. You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I'm Catholic. I've heard the word Ecclesiastes a lot growing up.
Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with the name, not me. Sorry, you just weren't moving like a human.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you carve all those sculptures? Point to the nearest pillar.
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
You got some nice curves going there. Rub your chin, squint your eyes. These seem a tad derivative. You're promoting the objectification of women with your reactionary depiction of female bodies. Honestly, I don't get it. All these figures look half finished. Rub your chin. You got some nice curves going there.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Doom cop. People losing their memory, a certain portent of doom. I lost my memory too, and it haunts me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start from scratch. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't really remember it. Sounds convenient. Which one do I like? It haunts me. I'm sorry, cop.
Shit.
As much as this is like...
Yeah.
No, man. You gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name. But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry. Extend your hand. My name sets me apart from my fellows. How often do you meet Raphael Ambrose? I don't know, we're not that. My name is Harry Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant Double Your Freighter, so that's cop. I don't do names either. My name is out. I don't care what my name is. My name's Harry. Extend your hand for greeting.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores your hand. What are you doing in here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation? Who's this mother of silence you keep talking about? I still don't understand what you're doing in this church. All these are yours. Show him the scarf. Show him that you found laying around. Yeah.
I think they were. A long time ago.
Is he naked?
I think so.
I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Do you have more?
Did you have money that you need to shed?
What will you do when you drink from the perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
Who's this mother of silence?
Oh, that's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Can you sing for me? Sing for me something. Sing for me something.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh.
And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance.
We have enough money for the shoes!
All manner of
Bye, crap man.
especially
Runs to the shop.
delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
How'd you find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries.
Shoe zone.
Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me.
I don't want
in
to
a
see
way.
this. Too
It didn't
accusatory.
belong to me.
Other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams.
You've been here a long
blending
time.
into
Do you
the
know
shadows.
why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared? So, what do you think about the nightclub that is? I trust you. You won't get in the way of some enterprising youth. Their business looks promising. Turning a church into a nightclub, I have to say it's a great idea. You should support it. So, what do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Damn,
He
dude.
said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
The human? Like the human self? Or the human kind in general?
yeah.
Like he likes to... Do you know where the other spooker is? Point to the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
Wait, so there is another This is where she is. And it's a viejita? Right, okay.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes.
Oh,
She's actually quite young.
Cindy?
Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
You know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who she is?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back.
So you think it's the lady driver, maybe?
Lady drive. Oh, you think?
Mhm.
Typing on computers? I don't think so. I think
Did you
it's
witness it?
unrelated.
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. We have a new thought. Do we have enough experience to open a new thought?
I don't think so.
So, if you fail the red check, do you just not get this guy at all?
Yeah.
Forever?
Seems pretty crazy.
Yeah, it seems crazy because, like, out of all the checks that are white that can be retried, this one seems like something you should be able to come back and keep seeing if you can perceive him or not.
Yeah.
Seems weird that it's red.
Or maybe it just gives you a very basic, like a truncated version of what he says.
If anything, like a red check should be trying to come onto the woman at the docks. Like, I feel like that should be a one-time only. Like, you either do it or you blow it or not. What was I gonna go in here and look for?
I might be misremembering, but I think I failed once and still got him, but I lost morale, maybe?
Or maybe you like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Not quite enough, but over here, Wasteland of Reality, -2 to physical instrument,
Ooh.
insomnia, temporary research bonus, 20
hours.
hours. Holy shit. It has been brought to your attention that you are an alcoholic, and that it's a sickness, and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, and booze-filled belly dragging on the ground. Your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive. Your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps you're right. Anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit? A chance to quit.
Just makes you weak for 20 hours, guys.
What is physical instrument? That is just, yeah, physical, literal, brute force that we've
Yeah.
used to, like, overcome Measure Head in our non-canonical moment.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but the machine looks like the one in the doomed commercial area.
Uh-huh.
Wait, let me just investigate. All right, wait, first.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
A quaint little box of radio waves.
Wait, let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look in the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on
Hello.
Brune.
Wait.
This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Why are we Fortress Accident over here? Fortress Accident is supposed to be call station specific.
It says Fortress Accident on St.
Brune, so
Brune.
it's related. Okay. So it was owned then. This station is owned by the same people that own the company that owned the other one.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Come on, it's me again. How are you? I look inside the core of the Fortress Accident, like the one in the Doom commercial area. It's me.
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's not clear that she recognizes your voice. I looked in the core. It says log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I want to guess.
Maybe he knows something.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
The hint system is not part of the protocol for
Yay.
repeater stations.
Money.
Is it my birthday?
Still? No.
This is the police. Please open it.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of
You've
the
told
I'm
me.
afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know it.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Like the one in the doomed commercial area?
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune.
Saint-Brune. That's the church. And Rue de Saint-Guylaine? That's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
And voice disappears in a world of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
Print.
Nothing happens.
Damn.
Nothing happens.
Bye-bye. I gotta go get those sneakers.
You've waited
And then we'll go through whatever's going on in this church.
a very long time.
We gotta get those sneakers.
We gotta. Yes, we gotta.
And then we get the speakers for free.
Ooh!
We must get the sneakers if we wish to have the speakers.
I do.
Over there, I guess, like that.
Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess it does make sense. 50 cents!
What?
That's okay, we have
That's
that.
how much it costs to fast travel?
No, for the speakers.
Oh. Okay. Hey, I want the sneakers.
Everything's still
Oh.
cool here, officer.
Cool.
I'll zoom in. There we go.
Oh,
Kim. Oh, maybe that's good.
Yes?
I need to stand over here for this, Kim. Get over here, Kim. There we go. Stop it, Kim.
The speakers below.
He's trying to stop me from buying them.
Yeah.
He's trying to distract me.
Sneakers triumph over them.
He knows I've been
Start
saving
the
up.
show here. You should go over and ask him about paying for those sneakers with your
I need those found sneakers.
Super cool. Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
Okay, now let me buy the speakers. give the sneakers back after I buy them.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaritan garbage.
Bye-bye.
Sneakers.
Speakers. Why did you even buy those? There's no magical... These are no magical speakers. These are lame speakers. They will even produce... All they will ever produce is a faint memory of the song you're trying to listen to. Sell them for cash. The game even tells me it's a rebate on the speakers, on the sneakers, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, look at them kicks.
Reaction speed up, encyclopedia down,
Too
hand-eye
fast for
coordination
facts.
up. So I can put this on when I need these things. The Ultra Series found sneakers put lightness and grip above all else with grip tape, covered springboard soles, and ultralight synth fabric technology. You can exit every corner with the maximum traction of a gentleman's racer. They don't even look good.
They don't look good.
Well, we got them for when we absolutely must have a little bit of reaction speed or hand-eye coordination.
Dude ain't even wearing his expensive ass sneakers.
We don't want him to lose value. And we have an extra $5 in our pocket in the form of speakers, should we need it.
True.
Now we know.
My God.
We bought the sneakers.
No, we like our boots.
Yeah. $50. Took us forever, but I got them.
Yeah.
And now I'm not using them. And I'm sticking by it. But our
Okay.
guy feels so happy about it. Plus, it may lend itself to a quest line with the full found set. And we're very close to that now if we can only find pants.
Do
Little
you
rats.
see- yeah, the little rats run by.
Deeper into the church.
In white, silver, and apricot
I thought we'd go
fields,
through.
the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Oh. It's Dolores Day, the ultimate in moralism.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing
We have
dress.
the hat, not the pants.
You should kneel.
Leave me alone, woman. Kneel.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Look up.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You.
It's compassion. I can feel it. Mummy.
As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
I could have sworn she was the mother of moralism, not humanism. Okay. So we have 2 things we can try. A white check, 2 white checks. This is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild
We almost have enough for shoes again. What else do you know? Okie dokie. What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Huh. It's interesting that Kim gives any credence to respect in a church. I expected him to be more...
Respectful?
No.
Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted the raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
Look around. I guess I could have been here. I don't remember being here.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Do you follow DeLoreanism? I like DeLoreans too. Hit the B squared. Down, 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 down.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
Stroke your chin first.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual. It's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance. Yes, we all are.
I don't like her.
Name, body,
She looks like a
rule are
lever.
synonymous with
What?
humanism.
I don't even know what that means.
The woman looks by in silence.
It's not spiritual.
Okay.
It's constitutional.
Encyclopedia check.
The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
Who is Dolores Day in real life? That's the name, except it's spelled D-A-Y. She was an actor, wasn't she?
Yeah.
It's interesting they chose
Isn't
to...
it Doris Day, though?
Oh, Doris Day.
Yeah.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Wait, what exactly is an innocence? I've heard of the system.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party.
Oh, that's why they called them innocences.
That has taken place a mere
earlier.
6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time.
Do you want me to press buttons for a little bit?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Huh.
An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities.
So
what would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
So it's almost like a pope, but like they are the law. Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
When did she rule? Okay, so there's only been 6 innocences and she was one. When did she rule? Yeah.
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
So, what else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Ha ta 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 ta.
Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed.
Is Inland Empire a misogynist? I like being crushed under giant ladies.
Yeah, man.
That's my character.
Yes! Big bummer! Boring history! Gotta keep it light, man! Keep it moving! Get fucked up instead!
Better not go poking further. Where's this coming from? What else? Was she smart? Where's this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Fuck this pain, Bratan! It's unhealthy!
No, you must know.
Better not go poking any further. Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Was that nuclear radiation?
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
Whoa.
That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
That's cool that in this world it's not the heart.
Yeah.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mes and the Occident, and even far away Supra-Muindi, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning.
Her crowning? Like when she was born?
In a city called Advesperaskit, in Vespa Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by Secret Servicemen.
Then why?
One of the men in the Secret Service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else.
What?
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
I guess this answers our question. Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No, I want to know.
You already do. Although she's often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her Theriers, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant, you're afraid of her. You've stood there for over 5 minutes.
Yes, Lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Oh, he's interested. Glowing lungs, that's fucked up. She's somehow connected to the case. Nothing, just look around. She's beautiful. Yell, war criminal. She's not human. She's beautiful.
That she is. A great sacred piece. I wonder what we are doing here, however.
He takes his glasses off to clean them.
In this church, I mean. The coast in general. We shouldn't linger. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
An imperceptible tinge of fear. The lieutenant is afraid of the church. He does not know why, but he is.
My cursed die gives me a chance on this.
Oh, nice.
Reconstruct the cracked glass.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text. A light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned. Or just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocent stay advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
What mean?
And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré.
What mean?
After life, death. After death, life again.
I got money,
After
Kim.
the world, the pale. After the
And
pale,
knowledge.
the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of
Kim, this used to say...
the
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again.
It's insinuating that the world goes on forever.
This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Or is it saying that it's humankind's destiny to explore forever, no matter what is the next, barrier? To keep going. Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
So it's kind of moralism is also kind of Delorianism and humanism. What is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Cool.
I like the other one better.
I like the other one better. I like this, but fear of God back to the...
Farts.
You can be like that. To the farters. Not very feminine. I like the other one better. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Ice cool.
The Lieutenant Lot nods. Okay. Bye-bye.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax paint. Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
Yeah.
What?
What?
You have the revolutionary soldier
What?
figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? Look around. Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long dead historical figure. I should, yes. This is a task of mine now.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for. The mother of humanism stands above
Looks
you.
like I can't give
a
this
precious
figurine
and
to her.
complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the... Why?
Because she's a stained glass window.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like what? Is the task still on?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already.
Hey, conceptualization, we need you to jump in here.
Yeah.
Only a strange little sadness remains.
That doesn't help.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax
Oh,
painting
man.
on a crack.
Interesting. What does the quest say? That I no doubt picked up from that. Offer figurines to her. She was fond of figurines. She deserved more. You should offer any and all that you have one day, if you meet her in person. What an odd task to give yourself, but here we are. All right.
Okay.
Also, this is interesting. Things down here are a mess, but somebody ought to do something about it. Kim says that you should look for the Sunday friend. The smoker on the balcony might know where he is. Isn't the Sunday friend... Is the Sunday friend different from the man he had us meet?
No, the man he had us meet is the Sunday friend.
Was the Friday friend?
Oh!
Oh no, he is saying that we have to go talk to the Sunday Friend again if we'd
Yeah.
like to organize a committee.
Right.
All right, so what just happened?
We checked out the church. We could go talk to the girl and her little party friends.
We can turn that in. But there was something else. Did we have a new skill point. Oh, we can internalize a thought now. 41% to White Morning. That might happen next episode. We have to internalize our soberness.
Ah, yes.
There it is, Wasteland of Reality. It's been brought to our attention that we are an alcoholic. We're super weak now, though. Like, incredibly weak. We're in the hole week.
Wait, will Crabman have anything new to say since we internalized all
good call. I didn't even
Mother?
think of that. So where are these, like, lewd sculptures he made of her?
Yeah, I don't see any.
I haven't seen the curves.
Yeah, and he said they're like half finished. Where's the half finished?
It's supposed to be, oh, there's a butt.
Oh.
This one, I don't think there's much going on there yet.
Okay.
Dude, what if these are supporting beams? Don't get too crazy.
They look really important.
Okay, there's more up here. We haven't really looked at them.
I love the background vocals.
It's funny. It is relaxing.
Yeah, it's just so calming.
Oh, let's check. Right here. It came from the stained glass window. Still letters on it too.
A piece of glass, I guess, on the ground.
I guess.
Oh, hey, Wade. There's coffee in the back.
Oh, do you know the password?
I meant the mother's love.
Also, coffee. Jeez, this place is awesome. I want this to be my house.
Nah, he said, oh wait, I meant the mother's love.
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Well, I think that's just what he calls coffee.
Really? You think there's actually coffee here?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I need the password.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I don't like your drama. I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in the interest of public safety, of course. Just tell me the password, Steph Closer. Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation. Honestly, I just want to break into the radio computer, see what's on it.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it. I think we're done here, essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Computers, man! It's the future! We're gonna be rich! Somehow. Kim,
the machine's keyboard
how do we do this?
Still, the
how do we make this
speaker
make
comes
money?
to life. Static seeps through the...
Good afternoon.
Let's try again.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
Is it gonna be boobs?
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
In the shape of boobs?
ASCII art?
Yeah.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise.
My memory of this is foggy, but I recall it may have been... You remember Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Tall, lanky computer guy? I think he printed like lewd ASCII art at some point, or had a printout of it at some point as a joke. That was funny.
Oh my
passing
God.
it around or something. Like, I feel like there was like a hunt for who printed it or something. Like,
That's funny as soon as you said
But it-
computers.
probably in
I knew
public
who
school.
you were talking about.
Yeah. I think it was in public school actually that he did this. It's foggy.
Huh.
But that's hilarious to imagine, like, a school caring.
Yeah, it's like typing boobs into a calculator. Like,
And
it's
things
just
are
so shitty.
even more serious now, I feel like. I don't know, I haven't been in school in a long time, but I feel like in today's day and age, like, they would investigate who put boobs into the calculator. Who typed boobs into the calculator and left it there, if they still have calculators. Like, it feels like things have gotten so Puritan, instead of people just being like, what's this fucking kids? It's like, you were never a kid. The first entry made on the 4th, okay.
Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
He lets his eyes
Do you
wander.
think it's that dude?
Read the second entry. I don't think so.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the
Maybe
electricity.
it's the girl.
What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Wait, narcotics? Look around.
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
Then why doth the lieutenant protest against spending time here so often?
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his foot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Was this woman, is she trying to revitalize this project? The grand RPG they were making?
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Is that why the company went bankrupt? Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
He looks towards the silence.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
What could it be? Look at the water basins.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
This woman must be old if she's referring to these kids as disco men.
Maybe, eh?
She must be describing Eseli.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yeah.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me! I was the one who broke in the radio computer. And the storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping-pong energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
Voice actor made a mistake. Unless the original writing made a mistake. Ping energy drinks.
Interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A string makes straight for the radio computer.
Yeah, Crabman, you may have misguessed the age of this woman.
Do you see us here?
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button. In several seconds, the machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're out here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
Oh my god. Is there more?
No.
Huh.
Which one? What's our guy more interested in?
Yeah. A journey of self or helping others? Helping others.
I think our guy's curious about his past.
Okay.
He needs to know more so he knows what to be sorry for.
Okay.
You won't find any answers from here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
What is it?
Did I didn't break anything, did I? Hey, are you the lead programmer? Sorry, but who are you? I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not look like a big loss to her. Are you the lead programmer?
Yes. Or no, not anymore. That
Interesting.
project is dead.
Because the dice maker makes it seem as though everybody who worked on it was like, it was a boys club and they were all idiots and they were all like, even though she kind of misses them, like they were obviously doomed because they were just kind of like flying by the seat of their pants.
Right.
But this was obviously the brains of the operation.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns to the terminal.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
Have you seen the Crab Man?
No.
But you know he's around?
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
And the Crab Man. He's seen you.
And? Come on, lady.
I don't care. I don't care about crabmen.
Shvilla looks up, now tinkering with the machine printer.
No. Yes.
He must have seen you.
And?
Okay, probably not a big deal.
No. You're right. No. Yes.
You're not worried about him.
No. You're
All
right. I'm not.
Why are there so many machines here?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
We're the police.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
Me no know that.
What?
I don't understand.
RAIN prefix is my radio computer.
And an antenna is a processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know a little.
I know print, play.
Yeah. I don't really know anything about this world, to be honest.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Wait, what's on air?
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the it's
What?
all around us. That's what on air means.
Like in the cloud?
So the data is always in the air? It's always stored in the air, constantly being relayed? What?
I guess it is. So far, I've
Yeah,
been
like in
quite
the cloud.
satisfied with it.
Call.
Martinez is an
But that's not
unstable
at all how
region
the
with
cloud
bad
works.
coverage, and the operation has been
Yes, it
surprisingly
is.
stable.
It's just in the air.
Yeah, but okay.
But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians.
What's that? My name.
Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
We already want the Fraser 1000.
This woman's like Nulani.
Oh.
She gives me advice on computer parts. Seems like this is how I picture Nulani. Just nonstop. What are you doing with the radio computer?
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casts in her face in a strange shadow.
Like Nulani probably doesn't care if crabmen are watching her.
Yeah.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
What about those bowls of water?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Alright, I'll try not to touch anything.
Great.
What are you doing in here?
You really like those questions, don't you?
There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. I'm a police officer. You're occupying a public space. I have a right to know. There are complaints from your neighbors. I'm a police officer. It's my job.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
Ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
But
wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
It's connected to the data loss?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
What?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Something frantic about her eyes as she locks her gaze on
What
you.
do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Hold on a moment. Does it mean that we're now living in the world that has holes in it? I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measuring it. I don't know. I'm not here for science. I just want to solve a murder story. No, this one.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
I can't even understand.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
That's how people measure black holes.
Hydrotransducers. So that's what those water basins are.
We're at
Devices
$10
for
already
recording
again.
sound
Damn.
through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Should go silent looking at circle basins.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Does it have anything to do with ghosts?
Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts.
What about other supernatural entities? Right, nothing to do with ghosts, right? Start writing in your ledger.
You do know there's no need to officially document this information, right?
The first time we've written anything down.
Lieutenant Wizards, dear.
She has already turned back.
Oh my god. Poor Kim.
Ghosts? No, I don't think so.
What about
I don't believe in ghosts.
cryptozoological stuff?
I don't believe in them either.
Expert advanced remote viewer trophy earned. Is that like conceptualization, like a head in the clouds guy trophy?
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't believe in them either, she says. What not many know is necroplasma exists.
Great. What are we talking about? And why? Ghosts? No, I don't believe in them either.
Probably wise.
Great. What are we talking about? And why?
You have any idea where the hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
She looks up, eyes trying to pierce the pitch black lights above, without much success.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
There's this place
Why
at the back
there?
of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
That's why that guy's up there.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe. But it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
So yeah, they store information literally in constantly moving waves in the air. The data is in the air literally. It would get corrupted so quickly. Because I remember the guy with the kid was talking about how that company was trying to invent like this elaborate and delicate machine that would actually record stuff to physical media. And that it was
Right.
like super far out there and nobody thought it could be done.
Right.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know for this scary 2mm hole in the world. For now.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, about that 2mm
The
hole.
Swallow, you mean?
No.
Great. Thanks.
How do you...
So they looked it up, and that trophy was for selecting enough supernatural dialogue choices. Thank you, guys.
How do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
It's gonna be moving in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you listened to it? Like, actually listened? What are you, 40? It's the future of dance music. Same here. It just doesn't connect here. Tap on your heart. Not like disco does anyways. Do you think we could connect with her with that?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about the club? A club for hypnotic dance music.
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What
do they want to build?
Take a guess, why don't you?
A youth center? A petting zoo? Maybe a community space. A space to help the elderly? I'm still convinced they want to build a nightclub for hypnotic dance music. They said it's their dream.
They did.
A petting zoo?
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you?
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Oh, what? That was the only one we could choose?
She probably responded the same way to every single one.
Right, yeah.
Okay. We'll do that on the next episode. Tune that in. Interesting.
Can we talk?
Oh, go to the crab man again and say, like, oh, he's gone?
Yeah, because the lady came in. I can't believe she doesn't care about the crab man. Same.
Yeah. This game is crazy.
Yeah.
I guess that's it, guys.
That was a successful day, actually.
We got a lot done.
Yeah.
Listened to a lot of stuff. It's funny, for all of the things that they like info dumped on us, I was actually quite interested in the pseudo-Jesus they have in this world.
I'm glad someone was
I know,
listening.
I can tell you weren't completely...
I tried to kind of look up, but
it's crazy, because you read so many books.
Hello again. I do. I love books.
Like, that's constant non-stop rebooting and saying, hey, you've just entered a new reality and this is what you need to know.
I know. I do like series. This game reminds me, I was reading a book called Kafka on the Shore. And it's like this really weird supernatural book. It's about a young boy who's 15-year-old, who's 15 years old, lives in Tokyo, Nakano, and he runs away from home. And then there's another man, and he's in his 60s, and he can converse with cats. And then a murder happens, and it's like fish fall from the sky up parts, and yeah, it's just like this bizarre story. It's like a really big novel. And I was reading it as we started playing this game, and a lot of things are quite similar, actually. And I had to keep track of what was going on in the book and what was going on
Oh, really?
in the game. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. If you guys like this, you might like Kafka on the Shore. It's fucking weird.
Isn't it weird that we can't talk to her about the crab man?
That.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe.
She's less prone to blurt it out,
Okay.
crab man, than the others.
Okay. She was dressed like someone who's... And then he stopped.
Like
I saw him. I saw the crab man.
Does it mean that you went in there?
There we go.
Did you see the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes?
I did see them both, yes.
Good, so you believe me. You should go tell this to Andre. He'll know what to do next.
That's all we needed to do. 5 extra experience points. And how close are we to... We're 65? Man, this encyclopedia check thought has been insane. I wonder if there's a physical or, if there's one of those for each of these.
One of those for each of these, what?
Like the encyclopedia thought that we ganged that gives us constant money and experience. I wonder if there's one for psyche, physique, and motorics, or at least one other for down here for one of these two.
Yeah.
Because it seems unfair that intellect gets such a huge boost to experience ganging compared to all the other builds. There must be something for those builds. But the crazy thing is, if we hadn't obtained that thought early, it wouldn't even be that useful to us regardless of our build of our character. If you made it like, much further into the... If I found that thought today or whatever, like where did I even get that thought from?
I don't remember.
It was like... Which one was it?
I think it's...
This one.
Yeah.
The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. So you have to at least make it to maybe the third... You have to get to Wednesday. That's like locked into the story. Wednesday. Before you're allowed over here. So we got it the earliest possible time you could get it.
And we, thought about it immediately.
Yeah.
Shadow Chat was just asking what we think about the lore.
I like it. I don't need to know nearly as much about
the world.
The nitty gritty. I like the broad strokes.
Yeah.
I like knowing the nations to some extent, like Mesk and stuff like that.
I disregard all of that. Whenever that's brought up, I'm just like, I don't know.
The broad strokes are kind of easy, but when it gets nitty gritty, it starts to become too much of an info dump.
Yeah.
But you're not forced to listen to it all.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not necessary. It's all there as just a superfluous or rather, periphery, if you want it to be.
Kind of choose which things to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things that I'm just like, skip.
Yeah, and I could skip more, but today I was genuinely interested. Using thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice.
Yeah, Fraser was interested in her innocence, Dolores Day. I could have used a truncated version of whatever was happening.
Yeah, it's nice that the world is so developed. I like developed worlds that do, if I was watching a TV drama or something where you don't have a choice to skip things, I definitely prefer broad strokes over, super involved explanations. And for the most part, I think that type of media knows they must do it like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Wait,
What?
Did you want to go to the tent to talk to Andre?
No, not today.
Okay.
Before we wrap up, I'm just gonna, before I forget, check out that Dolores Day statue in the pawn shop to see if now that we've educated ourselves, maybe we're interested in it, to buy it. I thought it odd that it's not for sale or that we didn't even think to find out its price the first time we saw it.
Okay.
We didn't know who she was the first time we looked at it. Oh, you can't even look at it now.
Oh, weird.
It may have actually been one of those pop-up checks.
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
I wonder what it's like to buy that street lamp. Man, I need to know.
All the old boombox.
I mean, we're on our way.
Yep, we're on our way.
Rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback.
There's a locked figure here.
Others yet in bright blue
What kind of a
uniforms.
check is that? That white check.
Dig up a truly cool figurine.
Is it an interfacing challenge? No. Maybe composure interfacing knick-knack stand? Is that it?
No.
What is a knick-knack stand, then? That's way over there? We have a new... Oh, is this the weird ones? No, this is actually a conceptualization check we could try with Joyce right now. And a logic chance with Andre that takes a godly amount of logic.
And
But yeah,
these are the derped ones.
what's with the concept with Joyce? I kind of want to just real quick maybe look and see why.
I imagine you immediately would realize you can't carry it.
That'd be amazing. It would take saving all game. Probably buying nothing.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta spend money to make money in this game too. You have to know exactly. I think I've already said this before. Like, there's probably a way to get it that requires knowing exactly what you can purchase and what you shouldn't.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if like the game has like a check, like it knows that it sees that you have like 300 or something, and then like Kim takes you aside and says, "I know you're saving up for that thing." Like,
oh my god,
you have been hoarding a lot of money.
What can I help you with?
Wait, before anything that bumps up my... I haven't been wearing my horny gloves, by the way.
Holy shit.
Whole day. Anything that bumps up conceptualization?
There.
A conceptual coat. All right, you see this, Joyce? You see what I'm wearing here? I'm ready to conceptualize.
Good. More lessons in
Is it
basic
reality that we need? I wonder why this became
My
available.
favorite part of the day.
Dolores Day
Go ahead,
knowledge.
ask me anything.
Pop this up there.
All right, let's do it.
It's
You
an
got this.
impossible check, meaning we basically, like, our... At this stage, this means that our conceptualization stats, which are not bad, they're not incredible, but they're not bad, have no bearing on this. The number required is so high, it requires snake eyes, double sixes. Whenever you see a 3%, that means it's like completely out of your scope, and only double sixes is your like moonshot chance.
Double sixes.
So
not
we would...
Snake eyes. Snake eyes always loses.
Oh, yeah, snake eyes. But like, we would have just as big a chance if we'd put 0 into intellect here and just been some brute walking around. So I guess we might as well roll on it again.
Yeah, man. We got it.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Ah,
The little
that's
that
it.
I know.
Ian Kid found a video. Do you want to know what happens with the traffic light?
I don't want to know.
No. Might
I love
save
you.
up for it.
It's crazy because we got a 3% on this. That was 3% chance.
That's what they're saying. You've gotten a 3% check
Yeah.
before.
We wouldn't have been able to paint that if not for... And Kuno barely appreciates it.
Oh, no, he loves it. He fucking loves it.
Yeah, deep down you can tell he probably
He
does.
doesn't fucking care.
He says that,
He big time cares.
but one other thing is we just haven't talked to her in a while. Our dice maker, just in case.
Just a little hello. I wonder if she'll have anything to say since we talked to the woman at the place, you know?
Oh,
used to live
right.
Or here.
Oh, the other thing is that could be related to this here.
Mm-hmm.
We have the password, I think, that would work on this computer as well. Let's get that info since it's kind of all attached. I hate to put this game down.
We can keep
I
going.
love it. No, but it's really beautiful outside and we want some time to enjoy it today.
I'm surprised Kim didn't tell us to turn on our flashlight.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in
Oh,
a
we
soft
left the
glow.
production schedule in accidentally.
Fluorescent plate and print keys shine. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the... Good. Good. I've unlocked the production.
Bye-bye. I love you.
Just use the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
He murmurs.
Fortress
Almost
Accident.
disappointed.
Is there anything else I can do for you today?
I love you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Happy birthday.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read it.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Wirral Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident.
What a wacky middle name.
The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
What about the money?
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays.
Do you have any streetlights you could buy for that?
Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Ria? Yo. These guys knew how to party.
Gosh, where'd they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Who worked there? How long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many?
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules.
This feels self-referential.
One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Skim through, I'm imagining the writing team handing this in to the producer. Skim through the production schedule.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers, with their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have bridged the gap.
No, you couldn't have.
Failure. Damn, it's not often you see the failures come
Yeah.
through. Usually they're just invisible if you failed them, I think. What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
Oh.
Is our morale gonna take a hit here?
We should make a note of this. Can we come back and are these checks that can be retried?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is this a one-time thing?
Not a chance.
Guys!
Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
That sounds bad.
No, it was good.
Oh!
Too good.
That's good.
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jim Spawn, Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme
When
edge
have we
of the map.
heard Suliswa?
I feel like that did come up, didn't it?
Did come up.
This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
This is some insane shit. Who were these people? How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many combinations could you make out of that?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You asked for it.
Kim, I think we're making money. I think I did it. Surely this will result in some sort of money.
Huh.
Look at all these numbers.
I saw 69.
Keep going. Yeah, there's a 69 in here, Kim. That one makes me chuckle. I don't know why.
Yeah. Just feels funny. That's a number.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest. He's dying for a cigarette. Come to think of it, you are too.
Kim told us not to smoke anymore, though. This is wasting a lot of paper. She didn't seem to worry.
Is this
though.
printing?
I think so. Oh wait, no, this is just in our brain, right?
I don't know.
It's the mainframe who's saying it.
Yeah, maybe it's just...
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let it come. Uh-oh.
And that's it.
Okay, so that's what did them in?
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
The what now? This must be really not... No. What?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day.
I can't understand any of that.
Something spooky happened with the machines, and the game was lost. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
Wait, they lost the whole game and they wouldn't even pay for it? Wasn't there a cop?
Always read the terms of service.
Nah.
And let's face it, they didn't have any money left for illegal action.
What about the backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred.
Dope.
It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site
Hugo!
copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
Hey, pal. Is it time?
S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
It's not very convincing, is it? Seems like a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Is there anything else from this lead?
Proceed.
program?
I guess say, seems like a reasonable explanation.
That's not what her colleagues thought.
Oh. Is there anything from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye.
I guess that's it.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print
Remove the
keys
production.
shine.
That thing's worth money.
The filament slides out of its glowing
I guess
nest.
we're out of here. Well, well.
Look at that orange guy. Yeah. It's a good boy scratching
guy.
his head.
Anything new? Your dice helped me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye? I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded
Why do you always
just
ask me if I'm
now,
looking
so
for a
I can
dye?
only produce one dye per customer.
I have questions about this building.
I'm listening.
What's the one? The downstairs.
Fortress accident. What happened to the gym, the hair salon, broken windows, some missed mannequins, rotor blades, found a strange machine.
Fortress accident.
She liked them.
They were an interesting.
That's
They certainly took their work very seriously.
I heard they
even
ran out of
if
money.
they seem
Good
to
call.
be chronically liberal with their schedules.
I heard they ran out of money.
Money and time, the usual.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at that. They see.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but in the end,
She's right. Showing up to work on time is hard.
and so is
Something
anything else. Fortress.
She liked
they were
just
an-
the
That's
They
data.
certainly took their
I
work
heard they
very seriously.
had an accident with the backup
Even
copy.
if they seemed to an accident, I wouldn't know anything about that. I just heard they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, they seemed to believe they were historic.
She sounds almost mocking when she...
Yes, in the end, they.
She's right. Showing up to work on time.
Not the wise.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Oh.
The dice is...
Anything else?
Alright.
Good.
That's all.
Hope it's
That's it
clear.
for today, too. We got to the... Well, not to the bottom of that. It's still an open mystery. Why sound disappeared, taking all the data with it, especially from the backup copy. That makes no sense.
Does it
wasn't
have
even
something
attached.
to do with the church?
Yeah. Yes, it does. That's the main thing we know.
That's why the girl's in the church.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. It was a good show. We
I
got a lot
followed the
done.
story.
You certainly did. You really did. And we'll continue on another show. What are you going to do now?
Have a glass of water.
Make your own game.
Oh, mine feels like
I'm more ambitious.
easier. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Maybe I will. All right, guys.
That'll show him.
We'll see you again. There's a show and trailer coming this weekend.
Yes, there is.
Scheduled it for your Saturday night if you're in North America. And that's all I know for now. We'll continue playing this game because we love it. And it should be played in rapid succession lest you get lost in all of it.
I will schedule do a countdown for the show and trailer.
See y'all later on.
Bye-bye.